let's see something real quick. Let me see if I can figure this shit out. I don't like the tip ticker. Let's see. I need to fix this real quick. Let's see. The live chat. Not sure if I'm even live on both fucking... What? Hold on. There we go. I'm not really sure why this is causing such trouble right now. I don't know. Streamlabs, for some reason, is just giving me a hard time. Bear with me. Hold on. I started the live. I don't even know if I could see everything going on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I guess it's not an issue yet. Oh no, Streamlabs is acting a little bit funny right now. It's not completely connected to... It's not completely connected to YouTube yet. Glassman, what's up? How are we? I just want to see if it popped up. No, we did not. Ah, shit. That is very, very annoying that I'm going to have to keep my actual stream open. Early thoughts on the college football playoff semis. Good start here, Glassman. You know, I go into it, I'm looking at everything, and geez, this light... dude, what do I have on my fucking chin? Hold on. Going into the college football playoff semifinals, I think we learned a lot. I think we learned that, you know, Miami's pretty fucking good. Ole Miss has not skipped a beat without Lane Kiffin. Indiana's dominant. I think Indiana's the best team in college football, and it's not really that close. And, you know, Oregon, personally, I don't think Oregon's that good. I think we're going to see Indiana, and I don't know. The Ole Miss-Miami game feels like such a toss-up to me. I don't know which way that's going to go, honestly. I'm very in between with that. Fley, the man with the plan and the big fucking hat. You better believe it, baby. Why do I have a fucking... I guess I got a fat pimple on my chin or something? Looks like 2 fat pimples. Hold on. I'm looking at that. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Whatever. It is what it is. We'll live. That's kind of freaking me out. So I got a little sauce on me or something? Hold on. Let me see. IU is probably the team to beat. No, I guess I just got a little pimple there. Huh. IU is probably the team to beat, but honestly, the other 3 teams have a very fair shot. Nobody is safe. I'd say nobody's safe for sure. Like, I do think Indiana's going to be fine. I think Indiana's going to be in the final, in my opinion. Because, personally, I just think Indiana is much better than Oregon. In my opinion, out of the 4 teams left, I think Oregon's the less of the 4. That's just my opinion. Hold on, let me see if I can figure this out. Because Streamlabs, dude, fucking, I hate this shit. All right, there we go. That'll make it work better. Hold on, no, it won't. You're not supposed to kiss the girls at the rub and tug, bro. Listen, you know, it's just too tempting, C-White. You know, they make you feel like they like you, and then, you know, it gets out of hand. You know how it is. Well, isn't it past your bedtime? Not quite. Not on a Friday night. I'm allowed to stay up past... I'm allowed to stay up a little later on a Friday night. So I got about another 10 minutes to talk to you guys. Last year, in all honesty, it felt like OSU was going to win. This year, I don't know for certain. Yeah, I don't know. It would shock me, honestly, if Indiana doesn't win the whole thing. I think they are that much better than the other 3 teams. I do think Miami is... I think people are already... Like, they love the story. You like apples? I love apples, Johnny. I fucking love apples. I think Indiana beats the shit out of Oregon, honestly. I think Indiana, like, yes, it's hard to beat a team twice in 1 year, but it's hard to beat Indiana once in one year. That's my opinion on the whole thing. I don't think Indiana's going to go down. West Coast bias, that's fair. Listen, it might be a little East Coast bias. I really like Kurt Signetti. I like what Indiana's done. I don't think Indiana's going to lose to Oregon. I think people are writing off Miami a little bit because Ole Miss looked very good against Georgia. Miami's got a really good defense. My girlfriend uses Fley's trays. How do you like them apples? I love that. I fucking love that, John Smithy. Came in here to say sup. I'm grinding road to glory. Fuck yeah, Connor. I'm eating pasta. Nice, nice. Derek, what's it, right around dinner time? It's 6:52 out there, 6:52 p.m. It's a little later out here on the East Coast. I kind of like the setup the West Coast has. You know, it's got to be nice, you know, having all the games go on, like, right when you get home from work. You know, all the games are over, and then it's, like, time to go out and enjoy the night. Like, I feel like that's the perfect pregame setup, is having all the games, like the late games, your local games, right on the money. What is Road to Glory? Road to Glory is the career mode in college football 26. Great game mode. One of my favorite game modes. You grind, you hit the transfer portal, you do whatever you want. I think that's so sick that, like, you could transfer now. Like, I remember the old games, you had to pick a school and you were stuck there for 4 years. Now you hit the transfer portal every year. West Coast is, like, to me, like, the East Coast, it's brutal. Like, you know, anytime there's a championship game on, it starts at 8 o'clock and it goes past my bedtime. So I'm not a fan of the East Coast. Connor playing as a D lineman. Yes, Connor, I think Connor said he was a wide receiver, but I wish they had D-line in that. I think if they did, like, nowadays you can't even play the D-line. You can only play, like, linebacker and shit, which sucks, man. Absolutely sucks. Can you play as a guard? I wish. Dude, once they bring out, I know they're bringing back college basketball, the game, like, I can't wait for them to bring that back because the Road to Glory mode, whatever it is going to be so much fun. We need a new big hat, Flay. What can you do for us? You want to see another one? My Jets one's away from me. My Jets one's too far away. I don't feel like standing up. Kawhi has been unbelievable the last few games. Dude, Kawhi Leonard has been on another fucking planet. The Los Angeles Clippers made me a little bit of money the other night when they played the Kings. Appreciate Kawhi Leonard. Flay, we need the sunglasses? We need the sunglasses? I got them right here. A little too dark for them, but that's okay. We'll fucking strap in. I played left guard in high school. Yeah, see, White, I don't think you could do that, but that would be I think you should be able to play any position in Road to Glory. Hell, you should be able to be a fucking kicker. I don't know why they do it like that. I don't know why they make it that you can't just play any position on the field in your Road to Glory. It's your Road to Glory. The best New York Rangers team. Yeah, I mean, the best New York team, the Rangers. I mean, Derek, I know you're just trying to rage bait me here. I don't know if you saw what happened a week ago. The Islanders beat the piss out of the Rangers. The Islanders are a better hockey team. The Florida Panthers are not very good. The Rangers are the most pathetic franchise in all sports. Can we get a big black hat? My girlfriend says once you go black, you don't go back. If I can find a big one, that's great. I gotta think. I do need another new big hat. The problem is they don't make them in any of the teams. Derek Brunson. Watched Tropic Thunder a few days ago. Probably the best comedy movie of all time. Ain't even close. Glassman, we've talked about it. That era of comedy, you know, people think of The Hangover. People think of Step Brothers. Tropic Thunder is on that level, if not better than both of those. CJ. Flay, do you want to... no, I don't. Listen, I don't discriminate. It's got nothing to do with discrimination. I'm just not looking right now. Listen, if one came along, if, like, you know, one knocked on my door right now, because I'm certainly not going out tonight, I'm not going to say, hey, get out of my house. Like, certainly not. I'm not doing that, but I don't discriminate. That's you, right? Me? Derek Brunson? Huh. I'm a little lost right now. Hold on. These sunglasses are not, they're not for anything like, they're not for better looks. They're certainly not for reading any better. I'll DoorDash you a snow bunny. Imagine you could do that. Like, you know, for like Vegas and like Nevada having, basically it is DoorDash, but that's a little nuts. Tropic Thunder actually ages way better over time, even at 17 years old. It's gotten better. It truly has. And it's just like, it's such a good movie. It stands the test of time. How about the signing that Houston Astros got? Big signing on the pitcher. Very surprising. But good for the Astros. You know, that's a very good arm. I think out of all the guys that came out of Japan, I think he's the best one. Out of Japan this year. You call it Gash Dash? Yeah. Oh my God, Gash Dash. Yeah. I'm not saying I would sign up for something like that. I'm not. I think there's a lot of fucking horny motherfuckers out there that would, though. Dash dash. Crazy. You might have $1 billion business idea there. Is bowl season besides the playoff dead? Like Glassman, I think the thing about the bowl season is like, yeah, a lot of the games don't mean much. But I think the fact that bowl games have become so like insane, I think every single bowl game should have a ridiculous gimmick, and that should just be what we hang our hats on. That like, let's see one of these teams like roast a live Pop-Tart. Like that becomes more interesting. And I'm not gonna lie, Glassman, I think if gambling wasn't as legal as it was, I don't think people would be that interested in the bowl games. I think the fact that it's something to bet on, it's an extra thing to bet on. Yes, I would say it makes bowl season a little more interesting. Is the Pop-Tart Bowl a real thing? The Pop-Tart Bowl was a real thing. It was a very real thing. They roasted the mascots after the game. It was fucking great. Notre Dame could have been in the Pop-Tart Bowl, but they cried. I mean, dude, you know what it is? It's just like, my issue with Notre Dame and the whole thing is like, to pretend like you're above something like that is just so ridiculous. Like, it just kind of like is a slap in the face to everybody else in college football. That's just my opinion. You remember the Nyan Cat beam? I have no idea. I don't know what that is. I'm not very advanced in my memes. Look, I think for Notre Dame, whatever, like, you don't want to, like, it's one last shot for these guys, especially the seniors, to put the uniform on. You go out. Every single bowl game should have, Notre Dame should always play another church school and call it the Bible Bowl. I mean, they're playing BYU. They've signed up to play BYU for the next couple of years. Having a holy war in college football every year, it's an easy rivalry. It's a very, it's a very simple, it's a very natural rivalry, whatever way you look at it. They need it. BYU and Notre Dame need to play every single year. To be fair, coming off a Natty appearance, hosting a Pop-Tart trophy a year later is kind of embarrassing. I don't know if it's less embarrassing than not going at all, though. I don't know. Yes, the Holy War is great. I think it's just good for college football. It adds to, like, the mystique and how ridiculous college sports is. So, I'd be a fan of it. I know they're playing each other every year, and they just should. It should be a natural rivalry. It makes perfect sense. But yeah, no, listen, Notre Dame, whatever, it's over with. They didn't play in it. It's just a fun thing, man. It's college football. Like, like I said, every single bowl game should be just an insane concept of showmanship where, like I said, they toasted a fucking live Pop-Tart after the game. Let's see. West Virginia, Iowa State. Let's see what that's all about. Oh, halftime. No USC and Notre Dame going forward. Is that over? That sucks if that's the case. It's a great rivalry all time. Some great moments in Notre Dame USC games. I don't know what happened to me. I used to like be able to eat whatever, and now I get really bad acid reflux. I gotta hydrate. So anyway, tomorrow I will be going to my first St. John's basketball game of the year. I'm very excited. St. John's plays the Providence Friars. I'm very, very excited. First time I've been back at Madison Square Garden since the St. John's Red Storm won the Big East tournament a year ago. Very excited. It's a great time. Nothing like St. John's basketball. It's not a big game. Providence is not very good, but St. John's has been very whatever this year. So, it's not been a good year for the Johnnies, but I'm excited. Gives me a reason to get out of the house. Sweatshirt is fire. Little Rutgers. Little Rutgers Scarlet Knights. I love my local colleges here. You know how to not have acid reflux anymore? Just simply stop having them. Problem solved. There you go. If I just stopped having acid reflux, then it's over with. You're right. Derek, that's why I keep you around, man. Is because you're almost like my doctor. Like you're like having a doctor in the chat. Oh shit, we're on upset alert. Seattle U up 8 on Gonzaga right now. That's a little something. Would you consider Rutgers a mid-major? Absolutely not. I think. Listen, football wise, I think they're in the wrong conference. Like they can't compete. In the Big Ten, if they were in like the ACC, I think things would be different. But they're in the Big Ten. They want that money. Rutgers, I mean, they had a golden opportunity last year with, like, they had Dylan Harper and fucking Ace Bailey in college basketball, and they couldn't figure anything out. Also watched old South Park today. Man, South Park used to be the shit. There was a time South Park was the best show on TV. They got a little bit too, I don't know. I feel like they were pushing agendas a little too much now. Michigan beat the crap out of USC today. Yeah, dude, college basketball-wise, in my opinion, Michigan's the best team in college basketball. And then there's a giant gap between the next group of teams. Michigan is very good, like phenomenal. I mean USC. Yeah, I was kind of checking that game out. South Park is fucking legendary. It is, dude. Early South Park, like some of those episodes are some of the funniest shit that has ever been on television. I love South Park to this day. I will always love South Park, but the early South Park, I mean, I guess with any show, like the early versions of TV shows are so good. You seen the South Park movie? Yes, I have. What, bigger, longer, and uncut? Dude, everything those guys do. Basketball is one of the funniest movies ever made, too. It has nothing to do with South Park. Like, that movie is so fucking funny. Those guys, Trey Parker, Matt Stone, are just, like, legends, man. They're unbelievable. Rate Married with Children. Married with Children, you know, I used to watch Married with Children, like, it was always on TV right when I got home from school back in the day. I would always, like, catch the end of it. It was, like, I didn't get it at the time. I was young, but, like, looking at some old school, like, when you see some old clips of the show, it's pretty funny. It's pretty well written. My girlfriend just told me she looked up doctor who did my circumcision, and his name was Dr. Robin Hood. Wow. Oh man, John Smithy always keeps me on my toes, man. For fuck, that's good. I like that. Legendary movie, great all time. Did you see the news of Will Smith being sued? I did not. Will Smith is being sued. What is Will Smith being sued for? I did not see this. This is news to me. Basketball, the movie, and the game. Yes, dude, Basketball, unbelievable movie. Like, so well written, so fucking funny. Those guys are just hilarious, man. But what is Will Smith being sued for? I did not see this. Basketball needs to be a real game. It does. Basketball, like, it's a phenomenal concept, and, like, you know, checks all the boxes. It's a perfect game, really. It takes away, it's basketball without the athleticism, which is exactly what I need at my age, at my old age. I'd play some basketball if they had a local league. Should I watch Team America World Police? I haven't seen that movie in so long, but yes. Be right back. My mom just showed up. Take your time, C. White. I'll be here for a little bit. I'm not going anywhere yet. Can't get rid of me that easily. A violinist accused Will Smith of retaliation after he said he was fired for reporting sexual harassment while on tour. I did not see this, but that's never a good thing. No, I didn't see anything about that, so I'll have to look into it. But that's never a good thing. I'm taking the glasses off for a little bit. It's hurting my eyes. Trying to look at the screen. It's a good thing for a little bit because it does keep my eyes from like looking at a light, but I can't really see. I'm trying to read, and it's like trying to focus up with those things on. He probably brought up Jada. I mean, the Will Smith Jada relationship just, I don't know. I kind of feel bad for him. But, like, Will Smith got sued for capping and slapping. Dude, John Smithy, I say it, like, I don't say it all the time, but anytime you come in here, I'm always like, this guy needs to be like a fucking poet. Like, this is like, it's like having Dr. Seuss in chat. Will Smith is calling these claims basically bullshit. I mean, of course he's going to. He's not going to be like, yeah, you know, I did that. Like, he has to call it bullshit. He's not going to, yeah, like, imagine he was like, yeah, you know, I did all that. I said all that. Like, yep. Definitely has to say it's bullshit. What do I do if I'm pissed off while at work? What are you pissed off about? Nate, listen, man, work sucks. Work is fucking awful. It's not fun at all. If you don't like your job, I would say, find a way to find something you do like to do. I love this channel, John. I appreciate you coming by, man. You guys make just give me. It's a great time, man. Better to be pissed off than be pissed on. There you go. That's very true. Words to live by, right there. Listen, Nate. Just trust me. It's 8 hours of your day or whatever, however long you work. Just get through it, man. Get that paycheck, and while you're getting the paychecks, find a way. Work on finding something else. I don't know. I hate my fucking job right now. It sucks ass. But, I'm doing this stuff. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next in my life. You don't have to have it figured out today. Figured. Why can't I say? I've been not saying my G's lately. Figured. And I don't know why. Check ESPN real quick. Quick intermission. Fley's next job is OnlyFans. Listen, people would pay me to keep my fucking clothes on, so we won't see that. Yo, Fley, can I have a mod? Sorry I said I would be here, but I had to do some family time. You're good, man. Listen, I don't know what happened with the whole mod thing. When I logged in, when I redid all my YouTube stuff, everything got all the mods disappeared. I'm gonna have to start bringing them back. Fley, what's up? Oh, yo, what's going on, man? How we doing? D-Town. How the fuck are we? I'm doing good, man. But yeah, Carter, nobody has a mod right now. I'll bring them back in a little bit. I haven't gotten to it because I don't know. I'm just lazy. I sit here and just chat. I'm sad the Knicks lost. The Knicks got smoked tonight. No Trae Young and the fucking Hawks walked in and just dumped all over the Knicks. Buccaneers Panthers tomorrow in a cripple fight. What a Who would have thought the Carolina Panthers would be here? Flay deleted the mods. No, I didn't. Listen, I would not delete my mod. I enjoyed knowing who was here, but I don't know what happened when I signed into my new phone. I forget what it was. Just everything disappeared. My whole streaming setup got fucked up too. I had to redo everything. Streamlabs is the worst thing ever. Jaylen Brown in the MVP race, is he? Jaylen Brown's been having a good year. He's carrying the Celtics. He's keeping the Celtics afloat right now, which more than afloat. He's doing a great job. He's playing great basketball. Living ends. Can we be friends? Ooh. Streamlabs is really fucking me up tonight. Really, Streamlabs is on some shit. Bro, have you seen what South Park has been doing in their new season? I have not been caught up with the new South Park season. I've been fully locked in to just watching sports all the time. To be fair, Notre Dame has a more recent ring than the Knicks, Mets, Jets, and Islanders. When did Notre Dame last win a ring? When was this? Now, you don't need the Streamlabs because people can send you a donation from Super Chat. That's true. I don't need Streamlabs anymore. It's just an easier... Derek, Streamlabs is just an easier setup because when I'm streaming, I could see the chats from both streams. 1988. Is that before that? Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. Shit. Yeah, you're not wrong there. I forgot when the last time Notre Dame won anything. That's very fair. But you don't see the Mets going or you wouldn't see the Knicks saying, "Oh, we're not playing in the fucking cup because we're too good for that." I want to donate because I'm in Ireland, but because I'm in Ireland, the currency is so messed up. Carter, don't worry about it, man. Okay, that's the only thing you need Streamlabs in. And because I need Streamlabs because of this, the chat too. I like having the chat up. But if it's easier to just stream on YouTube, I could just stream on YouTube. But I do the dual stream just because I know some people I think Alf was telling me he watches the streams on his TV sometimes, and I think it's a better viewing pleasure to watch it on the horizontal view. So I kept doing the dual stream. So at some point, I'm probably going to just switch to the horizontal full time. Not anytime soon. Next time I come to Virginia, I might donate. I appreciate that, Carter. Thank you. Listen, I'm not here. I'm not like panhandling by any means. Keep Streamlabs just for your chat. It makes it so much easier. Like it just like Derek, it just pops everything up and it makes it so much easier to read. My girlfriend and I are watching a movie and she just asked me if I could chisel some butter on the popcorn. Oh, I don't know what kind of kicky shit you got going on there, John, but hey, good for you. You still talk to your ex? I do. We keep in touch. We're like friendly. Listen, man. I would say there was no hard feelings there. Yeah. But you should really just have one view because you don't really get any views in the other. No, you're right. You're right. It's easier to just have one view. At some point, I'm going to have to switch to the horizontal. The vertical brings new people in all the time, which I really like. Tropic Thunder or Sausage Party? Damn. That's tough, because Sausage Party's so fucking funny, man. Oh my God. I don't think it's crazy to say Sausage Party's a funnier movie. Sausage Party to me is one of the funniest movies ever made. But Tropic Thunder, the acting is so good. That's such a tough choice. I think I lean Tropic Thunder just because so many good actors, so much good shit. I'll go. Give me Tropic Thunder. What did I miss? I was in the hospital first. Then the Panthers are good, and now Fley as an ex. Listen, a lot happened, Carter. A lot going on. It's been a lot. Things have changed, but we're all good here. But no, the reason I like I said, I keep the two views just because people on their computer might see the horizontal stream. We'll see. The Simple Jack scene was the funniest moment I ever seen in a movie. Simple Jack was an unbelievable moment. Flay, what is your job? I work for the town that I live in. I basically work in road maintenance, Carter, and it's an office gig. It's not really that glamorous. I always said, hey, I work for the government. I'm like, why am I not just telling everybody what I do? Nothing. What I do is not exactly I'm not in the CIA or anything. Flay was tired of giving up the D, and his girl didn't like that, so they broke up. That's not what happened. Of course, Flay had an ex. Did you think he was single his entire life, or what? Well, to be fair, I've only had 2 girlfriends. RDJ's performance was also arguably his best ever. I don't even think it's arguable. I think it was his best acting performance ever. By a mile. Wadia need back. I actually think that Tropic Thunder is Robert Downey Jr.'s funniest role of all time. I agree with you on that. I do autopsies now because I got bored of soccer. Timeout, Carter. So you're saying how did that? How does that correlate? I'm just curious how you got bored of soccer. You stopped playing soccer. But if you do autopsies, man, that's some serious science, man. That's some it's a very intriguing science. It's not something I would ever get into, but in terms of murders and shit like that, it's a crazy, crazy thing. And those people got to be really smart. You got to have I went back to college after a major injury. Okay, Carter, that's sick though. What do you mean, you people? Literally, what do you mean, you people? Huh? What do you mean, you people? Dude, Robert Downey Jr. is the fucking best, man. And I don't read the script. The script reads me. Just every single one of those guys, everybody in that movie put on such a fucking masterful performance. Dude, like you said, Tropic Thunder, it stands the test of time, truly. It is one of the funnier movies of that generation. Robert Downey Jr. was very great in Tropic Thunder, but nothing beats his role in Iron Man. It's different, though. Derek, obviously, his Iron Man role was far more serious. I think just the acting chops he put on in Tropic Thunder, holy shit, man. So fucking good. But yes, him as Iron Man, he's just naturally, he is Iron Man. It's just, that's naturally what you're always going to remember him for. In terms of what I think his best role was, dude, Tropic Thunder was so fucking good. Don't forget Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, Like I had a newfound respect for Tom Cruise after that. Like not that I didn't like Tom Cruise movies. I think he was great in Top Gun, great in like some of the movies he was in. But he was like just like every single one of those guys, like just were kind of like fuck it. Where like I feel like they just all went in a room and figure out the craziest fucking character you can do, and they all did it perfectly. Hello, Dr. Fley. Will the Savage. What's up, man? Anna, what's up? Welcome back. 2 days in a row of Anna. How are we? Tom Hardy, in my opinion, is so underrated. Yeah, Tom Hardy's a very underrated actor. I agree with that. Tom Hardy's done some very crazy roles and some really really fucking crazy, like, my gummy bears. Very, like, Tom Hardy's a great actor. What's crazy is liking the Jets and Mets. It's a miserable existence. My dog became a natural bird. He thought he could fly and fell off the couch after seeing my bird do it. That's hilarious. Wait, that's great. He thought he could be a bird? It's amazing. And the fake trailers at the start, like the movie was competing with itself to see what was the fun. Yeah, it's literally like every single one of those guys was like just trying to one up each other. It was so like, it was an acting fucking masterclass. Everything about that movie. Oh man. Let me do that. Really, really just, I love Tropic Thunder. Everything about it. A lot of games on. John Goodman is top tier. John Goodman, world-class actor. He's great in everything. Mother Nature just pissed her pants. Getting rain there, huh? But yeah, I mean, you mentioned Tom Hardy, you mentioned John Goodman, great actor. I love everything John Goodman is phenomenal. Like you said, he's just a very good actor. Jack Black makes any movie hilarious. Jack Black is just, he's like the same character in everything, but it's perfect. He's great. If it came out today, it almost certainly would be canceled. Thank God it wasn't. Yeah, 100%. I thought that James Bond was Tom Cruise when I was 14. I mean, yeah, like, it's understandable to get Mission Impossible and James Bond a little bit confused, like, especially when you're that young, yeah. Jack Black's made some really good movies. Honestly, my favorite Jack Black movie of all time was probably, like Jack Black's been in a bunch of good shit. I think my favorite Jack Black movie might be School of Rock. I like, still to this day, that's a movie I love it. It's such a ridiculous, like, he's so fucking good in that. Did you watch the entire Sopranos? I did. I've watched the Sopranos from beginning to end. I had my dentist appointment today, and my dentist had to drill a hole in my back tooth and fill it because I have to do that procedure done because I stop a minor problem to turn into a cavity. Well, it's good that you're going to the dentist, man. Take care of your teeth. That's big. Idris Elba, for me, as a Brit, or Tom Hardy would be great as a James Bond. I think Idris Elba would be a great James Bond. Same with Tom. I think you're right. I think either one of them would be great. You get the TiVo? Dude, what a reference. TiVo. Holy shit. By the way, I'm using a translator so I can text better. Yeah, Carter, I'm like, I remember you said that one time because I remember you said a couple things and I didn't understand what you were saying. Now that I know that you're talking, like, because it's your, like, you don't, like, English isn't your language, like, it's not, like, you use the translator. I've learned to, like, try to figure out what you're saying. Like, even, like, when you said the thing about the autopsy, I was like, this can't be what he was trying to say. But it makes sense. He went back to school. Jack Black in Tropic Thunder was also hilarious. He made a literal drug addict friggin' hilarious. Yeah. Dude, unbelievable. Like, Jack Black is good in every single thing. He took the regular Jack Black character and turned it up to fucking 15 in that movie. You're right. He made a drug dealer a drug addict absolutely fucking hilarious. He's so good. Yeah, School of Rock is my favorite Jack Black movie as well. So my back tooth feels like, who just subscribed? Chris Gradwell. Thanks for the sub, Chris Gradwell. Welcome aboard. Appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, welcome to the fucking stream. It's the first time in a while I've had a sub notification pop up. That's fucking Streamlabs for you. You never know. We don't negotiate with terrorists. All time for me, Derek. School of Rock was one of, like, the first. It was, like, not one of the first movies I saw, but, like, just, it's one of my very big memories of watching a movie in the theater is School of Rock. I think that was the first thing Miranda Cosgrove ever popped up in. Appreciate it, man. Let me tell you, you want to talk like people who like aged very well. Who are your TD picks in Tampa Bay Carolina game? That's a good question. I'll look real quick. You mama make me happy. You mama make me happy. Let me look. Carolina Tampa Bay real quick. I'll give you a touchdown pick. But you want to talk about somebody that aged well? Miranda Cosgrove. Holy shit. I saw her in like the new iCarly and like I did not know. Like Chris Godwin. You like Chris Godwin? Let's see. Charbonnet, Barner, Charbonnet. I'm looking to see where Carolina's been getting beat up. Oh, they just played each other 2 weeks ago, too. Evans, McLaughlin, Tucker. I mean, it seems like I hate the Tampa Bay running backs. I hate that running back room because you never know who's going to get in the end zone. Bucky Irving is I subbed on my alt account. Appreciate you, Carter. Thank you. But Carolina's been getting beat up on the ground a little bit, getting into the end zone. So you pick Sean Tucker, you take Bucky Irving. Either one of those guys to get in the end zone, I probably like. For Carolina, let's see. Jason Statham has aged well. Can't believe he's nearly 60. Yeah, but I'm not attracted to Jason Statham. I'm attracted to Miranda Cosgrove. But I get what you're saying. Rick Dolchich. Okay. I don't hate a guy like for Carolina to score a touchdown, I don't hate a guy like what was I looking at? Like, hold on. Can't think of his name. Yeah, like Jalen Coker I could see scoring a touchdown for Carolina. Like, I think that would be my go-to. I think I'd go Jalen Coker, Bucky Irving, touchdowns. I usually, when I do touchdown scores, I like to look at what the defense is getting beat up by. It seems like the Panthers are just getting killed on the ground in goal line situations. The Bucks seem to be having like their secondary receivers get beat them. Charlize Theron still got it. She does. Jack Black on the movie Orange County was funny. The movie may not have been that good, but still funny. See, like, movies can be bad and actors can be good in it. Like, that's the thing. Apple bottom jean. Never go full retard. Great movie. Tampa Bay through last 2 games and will be rewarded. Yeah, I mean, they should find their way in the postseason. I'd like to see Carolina get in, but I don't think it's going to happen. When I played soccer in practice, I tore my ACL, dislocated my knee, broke my knee, and broke my hip. That's why I retired. Damn. That's brutal. Was that all one injury at the same time, Carter? Or was that just something that like built up over time? Like, was that like a long term? That's crazy, bro. Same time. Damn. Oof. Do you have a favorite UK football team? Honestly, I don't. I went to England a couple years ago for the Jets, and Arsenal had a home game there. I probably would have became an Arsenal fan if we went to the game. We just decided not to go. I'm still a little bit upset about that one. I was there with a couple of my buddies, and they did not want to go to the game. You ever get drilled in the balls by a softball? I have. I've been hitting the balls with a softball. Which is crazy because in softball I play the outfield. But the field we play on is just like a fucking minefield. So like base hits, like sometimes it's like playing fucking third base at the fields we play at. So yes, I have been hitting the balls with a softball. Liverpool, baby, my home team. I'll tell you what, Tottenham Stadium is one of the most beautiful. It is the nicest stadium I've ever been to in my life. Hot take, why do I live in an annoying-ass New England sports fan base? Well, I love that you're a self-hating New Englander. I think that's great. That's good, man. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Arsenal is a big one for Americans. To be honest, I'm a huge Man City fan. Now, Chris, I'll tell you, like, I've told the story on stream a million times. I forget, somebody in here is a Man City fan. Um, I remember vividly, I was up the morning when Man City won the Premier League, when they were playing, when they beat QPR. I was watching that game, and I swore to that day I would become a Man City fan. I just never got into it. Um, but man, oh man, like, that was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen live. Was Man City coming back and winning that game against QPR in the 90th minute. Aguero! Unbelievable. I'm a Giants fan. Can we agree Raiders are tanking and won't get punished? 100%. The Raiders knew exactly what they were doing. The Raiders did a better job of what both teams were trying to do than the Giants did. That's what it comes down to. 1,000%. Dude, Chris, it was one of the best moments I've ever watched in sports live. Like, I remember vividly, like, where I was. I was sitting right on the couch in my parents' house, in my mom's house, parents' house. It was just my mom. Raiders are getting Mendoza. 100% they're getting Mendoza. Mendoza's the clear-cut number one pick. I remember sitting at my dad's house when the Auburn-Alabama kick six. You're going to the World Cup this year? No, not a chance. Those tickets are so insane. I don't like going to MetLife Stadium for a Jet game. It's inconvenient as hell. The World Cup, it's going to be 10 times worse, dude. MetLife Stadium is the worst fucking... I've said it that taking an airplane, flying to London, and going to the Jet game in London is more convenient than going to the fucking Jet game in Jersey. It is such a fucking miserable time trying to get from Long Island to New Jersey and to MetLife Stadium. It's nothing good about it. It's like you drive, you're stuck in traffic, like getting out of the stadium. You take the train, there's 1.5 million people. You got to transfer in Secaucus to get back to the city, to get back to Long Island. Not fun at all. Just miserable. Nothing about going to MetLife Stadium is fun. Going for a Jet game is rough enough. Going for the World Cup, it's going to be such a fucking shit experience. I feel bad for anybody flying to the States to go to MetLife Stadium not knowing what they're getting themselves into. Because it is not fun at all. I would even suggest, like, if you were ever looking to go to New York for a football game, don't do it. Don't. There's no reason. There's nothing fun about MetLife Stadium. It's in a terrible location. The train situation is miserable. Nothing about it is easy. Oh, not to mention MetLife Stadium is built like a fucking prison toilet and looks like it on the inside. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Just like MetLife Stadium. They had such a chance to build like a beautiful fucking building, a modern fucking football stadium, and they fucked it up. They built it so poorly. Mendoza is definitely a nice dude, but he talks like ChatGPT. I've not heard that. That's great. Can we all agree? He talks like ChatGPT. That's the first I've heard that. That's great. Can we all agree that Drake May is stupid ass? I had to write that. Yeah, you know what? Well, I don't like Drake May because he's a Patriot. He's probably going to win the MVP. A Guatemalan guy I work with got deported. I stopped him on a bike in the street. Damn. I'd go to New York just to see what it's like on a night out drinking compared to England. Now, Chris, I've done both. I've been out on a night drinking. You know what the best part about going to England is? Going to England and, we got there on a Thursday and we hit a pub. Dude, people on their fucking lunch break at work go to the pub and have a beer. It's so socially acceptable to just hit the pub and have a beer. I go to the fucking pub and have a beer during my work hours. I'm getting fucking arrested. They got to be getting paid per arrest. That's a tough situation. The problem is with it, Italian Water Rice, is so many guys are trying to do the right thing and they're caught up in something. And I think a lot of people's anger is towards the wrong thing with that. There's a lot of things. Oh yeah, lunch break is a pint time, mate. Dude, Chris, I would love that. Go have a fucking pint at lunch. Dude, I see a bunch of business guys right outside their office. And I'm like, dude, these guys they're like, all right, gotta go back to work. I'm like, that's sick. Go out and have a fucking beer and then go back to work? That seems like the dream. I love the pubs in fucking England, dude. That was one of my favorite parts of the trip. we had a rule that every time we passed every time we passed the pub, we had to go in and have a drink. Probably not like the smartest thing, but hey, we're in England. You only live once. Now, Chris, are you like near London by any chance? Like, are you go to London much? Um, I took the train to MetLife. It was okay. The stadium is mid, but better than the Commander Stadium. Oh, anything's better than FedEx Field by a mile. Us Brits live life to the full in and out of work. Good for you guys, man. Like, you guys have it fucking figured out. Manchester, okay. I only went to London when I went, and I loved it. I stayed in the Strand area. Aaron Glenn went full. Dude, the whole Jets organization has been doing that for 20 years. Ireland is great at night. I get hammered and go home and wake up fine. Must be nice. I have like 2 beers. I look at a beer the wrong way and can't open my eyes the next day. I gotta go. Ireland's my next big trip. Like, I want to go. My mom wants to go, so I'm gonna go with her. Our family's very Irish. My name is super Polish. Like, I got my dad's side's Polish, but my mom's side's 100% Irish. The Mets are the San Pedro Mets. The Mets have totally changed the culture in the locker room for sure, in terms of the main language spoken there. Us Irish drink pints for a living. I did 40 tequila shots and wasn't drunk. See, that's crazy. Dude, I smell tequila and I get drunk. It's horrible. Is British food bad? I wouldn't say British food is that bad. I think you got to find the right places. I would say we probably had like one bad meal when we were there, but other than that, it was pretty fine. It was very like American, like it was very much like American food. I don't think, and to be fair, we went to an Italian restaurant, which was fucking stupid. Me and my buddy argued about this for hours. You got a reservation at a fucking Italian restaurant. I'm like, we're in fucking London. We're not going to an Italian restaurant in England. Ended up being really good food. Had great pizza. So, worked out great. I was wrong. Drake May needs to retire early so I can... dude, I mean, having to listen to your classmates must be miserable. Yes, British food is terrible. Get me out of Ireland. It's fish and chips. I didn't get fish and chips. I wanted to try fish and chips, but from what I've heard, it's not very good. So, I don't think I was missing much. I wish I can get the fuck out of the U.S. I've been trying to go on a vacation outside the U.S. Derek, where would you go if you went outside the U.S.? Where would be your trip? You know where I really want to go to Ireland. That's a big thing for me. Ireland's one. I do want to do Canada. I've never been to Canada. England's the only place out of the country I've been. Like, I want to do things for sporting events. I want to travel like with the Islanders. I'm going to end up making a video out of that at some point. Just in case you guys thought I was bald, I do have a lot of hair on top of my head. I need a haircut in the worst way. Do British people have teeth like Austin Powers now? No, not really. Fish and chips is great as long as you get a decent chippy. Yeah, like, I never tried it, but a lot of people said it's, we serve haddock on fish and chips. Haddock, okay. I've had fish and chips in America. It's phenomenal. I'm sure it's good in England, but my buddy had it. He said it wasn't very good. Yeah, you already know Ireland is a given for me, but another spot, Scotland or Sweden. I would love to do one of the Nordic nations, Sweden, Switzerland. I'm with you there. You already know Ireland is a given for me. Yeah. I'm moving to Iceland in like 10 years. What are you going to do in Iceland? Iceland looks beautiful. I got a buddy. My buddy Chris and his family goes to go to Reykjavik like once every 2 years, and it looks beautiful. I just feel like I wouldn't be able to read anything there. It's cold as balls in the winter in Ireland. It's got to be colder in fucking Iceland, right? Like, teeth in the UK are like all over the world, made in Turkey. No, I mean, listen. Exploring Mars is a distraction created by Elon. Actually, we should be exploring Uranus. I thought that was going to be some crazy shit. I thought somebody like just came in here like just going off. That's fucking hilarious, dude. If Russia wasn't a war zone, it would be cool to go there. Seems like a very beautiful area. Like just Russia seems like it has like a lot of like cool structures, cool architecture. Dude, Sports 98, I was not expecting that at all. Yeah, I feel like Iceland's pretty cold too, but hey, it's cold as fuck here. I'm in New York. It is miserable right now. It's fucking freezing outside. Good thing I should go to Ireland in the summer or fall, maybe. I feel like the fall is the best time to go to Europe. Definitely going to do something around there. Uranus just popped out a Mars bar followed by Maltesers. Dude, I was not ready for that. That that fucked me up. In 4 years, I'm hoping to move to New Hampshire so I could be a park ranger, and my second profession would hope to be a wrestler. Dude, I love your fucking goals. Well, good for you, man. Park ranger, professional wrestler on the side. I can't wait to see you someday in the WWE. I still don't know how I ended up in these streams. I came here like 6 months ago and I just said gay in chat 50 times. Listen, the thing with me, Carter, is people have come here to troll me, and I find it so fucking funny when trolls show up. Like, I love it, man. It's like, it keeps things interesting. It keeps me on my toes, like, and you know, I don't ban anybody. I think it's great when people come here, like, and fuck with me. I think it's like, you know, if you're not expecting, I never understand streamers, like people that do this and they're like, hey, stop that shit. Like, what do you expect, man? You're on the internet. Like, you're fucking live streaming. Like, what do you think? People aren't going to come in and fuck with you? Of course they're going to. It's just like, it's natural, man. Like, you're on the fucking internet. People are going to try to get you to do stupid shit. Tried to fly to New York, but the plane crashed. I got out and said, this place is a bit of a dump. You sure we're not in Jersey? Dude. I mean, look, Jersey's got some cool things, but they're, like, not a lot. I don't think anybody... There's that funny... Like, people have been saying for months, like, obviously, like, people are going to be coming to America. They're going to be going to MetLife Stadium. Like, they're probably going to want to stay somewhere close to MetLife Stadium. They're going to be like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, they're going to expect, like, oh, we're going to New York, New York, New York. Then they're going to be in Jersey. Like, they're going to be in the middle of the fucking Meadowlands in New Jersey, wondering what the fuck they got themselves into. I don't want to be in the WWE anytime soon because I'm seeing what Triple H and TKO is doing to the company. I mean, I don't know who's making the top decisions, but whoever is really fucking things up. It's making... I'm a wrestling guy. I grew up a wrestling fan. I appreciate the business. I appreciate the art. I like to watch it from time to time. Every time I put it on, it sucks right now. I'm with you, Will. It's not great. The product they're putting out there. I stayed in New York City and upstate New York. Don't go to upstate New York. Where in upstate New York were you, Carter? Trolls try to grind you down and laughing at them, make them cry and order another in their mom's basement. You're a Triple H man. Not at all. I think Triple H... I've never liked anything about Triple H. I don't think he was a great... Like, I don't even think he was a great wrestler. Buffalo? Yeah, I mean, there's some areas of upstate New York that are good. Anything west of the Adirondacks is awful. Stay on the east. If you go upstate, stay on the east side of the Adirondacks on the Vermont side. Like, that north run up to, like, Montreal, like, there's a lot of really nice towns. Lake George, New York, very hidden gem if you're ever in New York and you go upstate. Is it weird to say that WWE is still better when Vince McMahon was owning the company? Not at all. Vince McMahon actually knew what he was doing. And, like, listen, Vince McMahon, bad guy, all in all, like, totally all for that, but he knew how to run a wrestling company. Nothing fancy in upstate New York. No, like I said, stay on the east side of the Adirondacks if you go upstate. Anything on the west side, like, you can probably, like, you can knock on, like, 2 doors and find crystal meth anywhere on the west side of the Adirondacks. I'd rather be in TNA than WWE. I was a big TNA guy growing up. Wait, you want to see something? Hold on. Can I show you guys a video real quick? Let's see if I can find it. There's a video of me, a young me at a TNA event. Hold on. Team 3D, Team Canada. Let's see if I can find this real quick. There's a young Fley at a TNA event. Hold on. I was in the front row. I don't think this is the right match. No, it isn't. Fuck. This might be it. Hold on, hold on. No, I can't find it. I used to have the match. Like, I used to have, like, the, what do you call it? The link for it. This happened later in the match. Let's see. No, I can't find this anywhere. I'll look for it at some point. But yeah, there's a video of a young me with my dad at a TNA event where we were literally in the front row. It was the Dudleys. Something happened right in front of us. Pretty sure Santa's very jolly because he knows where all the naughty girls are. To be fair, you make a good point there. He knows where... he certainly knows where the naughty... Yeah, wow. Never really thought about that. By the way, I stayed in Midtown and took the train to MetLife. It wasn't that bad. Carter, you went to a game. I like when you went though. Like for me, I'm saying like if you're in the city going to MetLife, it's not the worst thing. Just the transfer at Secaucus is very annoying. From Long Island, going from where I am on Long Island, it's a 45-minute train ride to the city. Then you transfer to the Jersey Transit. That's the thing that sucks about going for me. Like if you're in the city, I guess it's not the worst thing. But I also go. I used to go opening day every year. So when you go opening day, there's a massive humanity that go opening day because everybody seems to think like, hey, this year is going to be different. The Jets are going to be fine, and then they never are. Difference between male and female snowmen, snowballs. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna use that one. I'm gonna hold that one. I'm gonna use that joke. 30 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, plus 21 in a game winner for Giannis today. Dude, Giannis Antetokounmpo, I can't wait till he's a Knick because it's only a matter of time. Jalen Brunson and Giannis Antetokounmpo in the same lineup. It's gonna be a great time. But yeah, Secaucus Junction, that transfer is miserable. But if you're coming from the city, it's not bad. Carter, like I said, the Long Island trip sucks. Giannis to the Lakers sounds better. Yeah, but the Lakers don't have anything to give up. I guess the Knicks don't either, really. If we want to talk like that, the Knicks don't have shit to give up either. The reason why Santa laughs at the naughty list, he has to go to the ho-ho-ho's house to gift them the coal. I gotta go. My wife is bothering me. I swear I'm getting a divorce. Well, I hope not, Carter. But hey, listen, man. Best of luck. Damn, it's a good thing I didn't bet the Knicks tonight. I was like thinking like, hey, this might be a night the Knicks. But the NBA is not my expertise by any means. College basketball, however, I'm on a fucking roll today. Well, you look tired? I'm not tired at all, man. I'm probably only going to be here for like another like 25 minutes. I'm actually going to be doing something for the rest of the night. I'm heading out. I'm heading to a buddy's house for a little bit, just to hang out. And a bunch of people that I haven't seen in a long time. It's nice. So I will be leaving the house in a little bit. I love UFC. That's my favorite sport USA made. I can't get into the UFC, and like I think it's great. I love watching it. Like I watch it casually. I think it's an amazing sport, but I haven't gotten into it fully. You're going to a buddy's house to watch porn? Interesting. Listen, I didn't say that. But I don't know how you figure that out. Like, have you been in beautiful Rhode Island yet? I have, Will. I went to Rhode Island for a wedding last year. It was in Newport. Summer in Newport, I want to do a whole fucking weekend there. It is absolutely beautiful. And it's close enough to Foxwoods that you can hit it on the way back. I made a whole video about that today. I don't know if anybody saw it. About like why I travel to all the 50 states. If you're looking for something to watch, or if you're just like, fuck this guy. I figured like I'm trying to do different shit. Like I'm trying to do like tier list shit. I have a great tier list idea. I think I'm gonna do those on Fridays. I think next week I'm gonna power rank every single fucking chain restaurant. Or like chain like fast food. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But I don't know. That was a fun thing to do. Was it at the Mansions of Newport? I don't remember where it was, Will. It might have been. But it was some wedding venue. It was a fun ass wedding. I can look right now. Hold on. Now Alaska should have been higher. Dude, like I want to be able to go to a college basketball game. Alaska needs a fucking college basketball team. To be fair. Hold on. Let me peek real quick. I'm going to look up the wedding for you. I'm going to see where it was. Oh, shit. I just realized that the bride posted like all the pictures of the wedding and I did not like it. Oops. Does that make me a bad guy? Ocean. What is this place? Ocean Cliff. Is that what it is? Ocean Cliff. Wherever it was Breton State Park, Breton Beach, like Collins Beach. Is that ring a bell, Will? Whatever. I think that's what it was called. Ocean Cliff. Good time though. That was the night. The night of that wedding was game one. It was game one of the World Series. The Yankees and Dodgers. When Freddie Freeman hit the walk-off home run. We were at the after party when that happened. A lot of the people there were Yankee fans. It was a tough scene. I'm not a Yankee hater by any means. I felt bad for these people. Is Connecticut any good? I mean, Glassman, the thing about Connecticut is there's really no reason to go there. Like, nothing goes on in Connecticut. Like I said, there's two really sick casinos in Connecticut, and they're about 10 minutes apart. I actually have an idea where I'm gonna go to Connecticut and go to both casinos with like $100 each and see which one I can win more money at. I'm probably gonna do that at some point. But really, Connecticut, it's really just like a bunch of like parkways that are always fucking full of traffic. Really, not a lot to do there. It's a very like I'm not a big fan of Connecticut as a whole. Other than the fact that it's got two really nice resort casinos. Foxwoods, Mohegan Sun, both worth the trip if you're gonna travel there. Other than that, really no reason to. You do a tier list on conspiracy theories. I might do that. Dude, I love a good conspiracy theory. I'm a big conspiracy theory guy. Like I enjoy reading into them. I'm not like I'm not gonna sit here with my tinfoil hat and tell you, or that's a great idea for the video. You definitely are gambling more than what you admit. Not at all. You want me to show you? Here, I have a bet right now. I'll show you the fucking slip I have. Hold on. Right now I have Oregon State Pacific over. $44. Hold on. Right there. You see it? $44 to win 84. I do not bet that much. I should cash that out too. I do not wager a lot of money. I do it for fun. It's a fun activity. My dog just made me jump, and I'm sat in a dimly lit room, and I turn around to see his Frenchy bulging eyes in my face. What happened? Dude, water ice. I like to go like if I'm going on a trip to a casino, I'm gonna bring a couple bucks. But when it comes to betting on sports, I don't bet a lot. I do it for the fun, and I do it so I can say like, hey, you know, I'm like, hey, I know my sports. Now, if I go on a heater, yeah, I'm gonna bet a little bit more money. But threw $44 on an over, and they're offering me a pretty fat cash out. Connecticut is also around the casinos, Mohegan Sun Casino and Foxwoods Casino. But if you go to Mohegan Sun, they are home of a WNBA team. Yeah, Mohegan Sun does have like college basketball tournaments sometimes there too. Fley bets 15 times per day. That's only my third bet of the day. I'm 2-0. No, I've gotten very should try out Four Winds Casino in South Bend if possible. Maybe. Like I said, when I went to Indiana, I was staying in Terre Haute. The casino was right next to my hotel, so I went over there. I used to gamble like you, nothing to be ashamed of. No, listen, I'm not like I'm not ashamed of it at all. It's a fun activity. I like doing it because it's a hobby. Like, you know what? Like plenty of people do shit. You know what I say? Like when I like go on a vacation, I go somewhere like I go to a casino, whatever. I bring like $200. Like, you know, people are like, hey, like man, you're going to the casino and you're fucking burning $200. I get a free fucking room, and like people who go like snowboarding, dude. Like you go on a snowboarding trip to a mountain, you're paying for like a fucking to go down the mountain 5 times, you're spending like $300. At least my fucking hobby, at least what I'm doing, I might win money back. I might bring money home. As long as you don't get out of hand. The biggest thing is like not hitting the ATM when you're there. That's what changes everything. But I'll have to go now. Have a good night. Will, have a good night, man. Wish I could make my income off of gambling. That's the thing. Too many people think like you can do that. It's a terrible. It can become a bad habit for people. I enjoy it. It's a fun little activity. You got to know when to quit. Like my thing now is if I lose a bet, like I like almost give up for the day. I only bet on things solo. I don't do parlays anymore. If you ever come to California, go to Yamava Resort and Casino in San Manuel. I'll have to check that out. Listen, there's a chance I do like someday if this channel really blows up, I plan on doing a 50-state casino tour. And I know they don't have one in Utah, but I'll figure something out. MMA, what's up? How are we? But no, dude, gambling is a terrible habit. I do it for fun, and I stay within my means. Like, if you have the money to do it, don't like people who bet money like expecting like having to like sit there and like, oh no, I need this to hit. You chase losses, then end up betting big on Hawaii or Pacific. Listen, man, if you have the money to martingale it, no, that's like you have to stay within your means. You have to keep your units. You have to be on top of it. Like the reason, my thing is I don't keep money in these accounts. Like whenever I win a bet, I take the money out immediately because if the money like stacks up, I end up making stupid decisions. And I also have notifications every time money comes out of my bank account. So like if I'm placing a bet, it hurts me internally. Like it's like I need to make sure like, hey, like I'm very certain of this. Like I've done a lot of things to make sure I don't get out of hand. It's a fun thing for me. It's something that I do because I have a good time doing it. And like, you know, it makes watching a game interesting. Like I would have had no reason to watch Pacific play Oregon State tonight, but now I do. Yamava Resort and Casino in San Manuel is popular as hell, and it's the 4th biggest casino in the United States. Wow. An old Jewish guy told me one time that it may be good to view gambling as spending money on entertainment instead of a way to add money in your bank account. Oh, 100%. No, MMA, that's exactly what it has to be. Gambling has to be a way as entertaining yourself. It needs to be a fun activity. The second it becomes like, I have to do that, I have to win this, is when you got to stop. Like once you get to the point where you can't stop, that's when you have a problem. Like if you can do it and you can smile and have a good time and like, hey, you know, you play a little roulette and you hit your number, hey, like this is great. When you walk into a casino, there's a certain type of person that you see when you know they have the problem. It's the person that's sitting there and is placing all this money on the numbers, and when their number comes up, they don't react. They don't move. They don't even fucking react. You gamble every day 100%. I'd say I probably gambled the last like, I don't know, 10, 11 days in a row. I wouldn't say every day. I took a big break from it in July because I was just like, I was on a cold streak. I was like, I don't want to do this. Sports betting wise, like, I would say maybe at least once a day. Like, I have to be dead sure of something. Like, I have to like look at what I'm doing. Like, I'm not somebody who's just gonna be like, oh, I'm betting on like I don't bet on every NFL game. I don't like if like a Sunday night game's on, I'm not like I have to bet on this. Like, I look at it as I look over every game. It's a way to look at the box scores, see what I can do. And if there's something I'm like, hey, you know, I like this. Like, don't stop. No one likes a quitter. Listen, I'm not quitting. It's a fun activity. I enjoy it. But you have to stay within your means. People who throw like 15 leg parlays like every day. Like, I used to be that guy too. When I first started, I'd throw like $10 on this, $10 on that. And then I look at my bank account, I spent like $120 on 15 different parlays, none of which were ever going to hit. You just got you got to be within your means. Like gambling, if you can't handle it, if it's something that you feel like, hey, I have to check the fucking sportsbook, I have to put something in, you shouldn't be doing it. Like I said, I looked at Oregon State and Pacific tonight. I felt like the line was wrong, and so far so good for me. And again, it's a hobby. It's something like I don't invest my money in anything if I don't really like it. Is it a good hobby? No, absolutely not. There's so many better things you could do with yourself. Alabama is always a good place to stay during a tornado because they haven't had a touchdown in years. Wow, I like that. Gambling brings families together. They end up living in the same room. I like that. Listen, some of the best trips I've ever had is gambling trips. Like, you go with your friends. Like, it brings people together. Just as long as you know, like, hey, stop. Don't do this anymore. Take it like, have a set limit, be willing to take a break, and then be done. The second you start to look at it as like, hey, I can make money off of this, is exactly when they get you. Then they have you fucked. Hold on. But imagine getting... I'm just not going to imagine that. I think I'm going to pass on imagining that one, but you ever been to Luxor in Vegas? I have not. When I was in Vegas, Glassman, we stayed at Planet Hollywood, and I took a trip next door to Paris. Dude, I should have spent my entire time at Paris. Whatever the Paris resort is, because every time I went in there, I was like dominating that place. They like, I did so well there. Planet Hollywood, I was like up and down, but it is what it is. It's fun. Fucking Paris, the Paris resort. Was Vegas worth the hype? No. You know what, Glassman? I think Vegas is something you do one time in your life and you never go back. The Islander game was sick. Like, the hockey game was amazing. I got Thunder 15 and under 224 hooked up with over in Wake Forest. I loved the Thunder tonight. I did not check that out. The only things I had today, Italian Water Ice, I had Jacksonville State minus 2.5, which was an unbelievable backdoor cover. Take it every time. I had Sam Houston, not Sam, Merrimack minus 4.5. And now I have this Pacific Oregon State game, and that's it. What about Atlantic City? Atlantic City's a shithole, Glassman, but, it's got a lot of fun shows. Like, it's very much like Las Vegas, but it's just on the East Coast. I prefer casinos that are like standalone, like places like Mount Airy in Pennsylvania, places like Foxwoods. Vegas is fun, but not going all the time. Once in a while is good to go. Yeah, you go to Vegas like once every couple of years. Vegas can really suck you in, and it's just like it's a very dark place when you go there. Like, honestly, like I had a great time in Vegas. I was there with my mom. It was awesome, but it's like. It's something like everything around you is just bad influences. At least you go to a place like, Atlantic City's the same way. I'm not a big Atlantic City guy. I'm not a fan of it. Terre Haute over Vegas. Glassman, I don't know if you've ever been to the Terre Haute one. That place is beautiful. Like, they built a really nice casino there. And especially for watching sporting events, watching games, it might be the best, like sports setup I've ever seen. Vegas was also freaking hot. Yeah, it's so hot in Vegas. I went in the summer one year, and I went outside to go for a walk, and I was just like, I went back inside. I'm like, screw this. Atlantic City is not dead, but it continues to face significant challenges despite ongoing revitalization efforts. The city, once known as America's Playground, has struggled since the mid-2000s due to increased competition. I mean, yeah, Atlantic City is like the city itself is a dump. Hold on.